I'm going to show you the 4 easy steps to get your Minnesota dealer's license. So all you need to do is get a dealer surety bond, dealer insurance. You're also going to get a building and a lot. You're going to submit 5 documents and then complete your dealer application to the Minnesota Department of Public Safety. So I'm going to show you how to easily obtain your Minnesota dealer's license right now. Hello, I'm Dallas Johnson with Dealer Training, and if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. If you're a licensed dealer or if you're interested in obtaining your dealer's license for the very first time, our content is designed just for you. So please consider subscribing and hitting that notification button so you can view the content for dealers as soon as it is uploaded. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to give you a coupon code so you can download our 135-page dealer training manual. It's got a lot of great profit strategies for you as a dealer, and you'll be able to download that for free at the very end of this video. So first, I want to show you some valuable contact information for Minnesota dealers. Minnesota dealers are regulated by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, and they have what's called the Dealer Licensing Unit that's in St. Paul, and there's our contact information. Great phone number for you, 651-201-7800, and their email address and website is right there on screen for you as well. So they're going to be a wealth of information for you, whether you're just getting your dealer's license for the first time or if you've had a dealer's license for several years. They're going to be a phone call or an email away to support you. So, I want to go in depth in the 4 steps necessary to get a Minnesota dealer's license. The first thing you need to do is get dealer surety bond and insurance from an insurance company. So you're going to have to get a $50,000 dealer surety bond. And also, I always recommend this as the first step in obtaining a dealer's license is getting your bond quote and your insurance quote, because those are going to be dependent on your credit score and your driving record. So you have to get a $50,000 dealer surety bond. You're also going to have what's called dealer garage insurance. So your insurance agent will be able to help you with that. Here's the bond form that you're going to be submitting to the state. This will all be in the application package that we talk about here in just a little bit. But you're going to need a special insurance policy. Sometimes we refer to it as dealer insurance. And, dealer insurance is going to cover you when your customers are test driving your vehicles or when you are a salesperson taking vehicles back and forth from the lot. And it's also going to have medical coverage. So, it's going to be very protective of you, the dealer. So you're definitely going to need to get a quote on that. So usually you can get your dealer insurance and your dealer surety bond with the same phone number, the same insurance agent. So if you are currently a licensed dealer, please leave your contact information for your surety bond company insurance agent in the comments below so we can help the other person starting out for the very first time. So if you know a good insurance agent who can do a dealer surety bond and dealer insurance, that's going to help everybody else out. So the state of Minnesota does require that you get bond and insurance before you obtain your dealer's license in the state of Minnesota. So you've got to have that 30-60-10 coverage. Once again, 30-60-10 coverage, and your insurance agent is going to definitely be able to help you with that, and that'll get you started on getting your Minnesota dealer's license. In order to get a Minnesota dealer's license, you do have to have a building and a lot. So, the building for your Minnesota dealer's license is going to need to be a permanently enclosed building that's either owned or leased by you. It's going to have to be zoned for a dealership. So you're going to have to fill out a form. I'll show you here in just a little bit. It's going to show the state of Minnesota that you are meeting your zoning compliance. Okay, so the first step you want to do when you find a place to have your dealer's license, make sure it meets zoning compliant. The state of Minnesota does require that you have space for at least 5 vehicles. Now that can be on the interior of that building or the exterior or a combination of both. So that's one of the most important steps, is getting that building and lot that is going to comply with state law. Step number 3, I'm going to run through these. We're going to submit 5 documents to the state of Minnesota. And so what we're going to do, these 5 documents I'm going to go over, it's a commercial location checklist, a zoning verification, a certificate of compliance for workers' compensation, and also that demonstration permit that I'll show you here, each one of those right now. So these are the 5 docs that you are going to submit to the state, and then we'll fill out a dealer application right after this as well. So the state of Minnesota wants to make sure your building is zoned for an automobile dealership. So you have to make sure that you meet zoning requirements, okay? By the way, you can download all these forms at lumvcminnesota.gov. So that's going to be your commercial checklist. It just shows right there that you need to make sure that you have your books at that location, that the walls of the building go to the very top of the roof, and they also want to make sure that you're meeting your local zoning compliance. Okay, that is a 2-page form there. So you want to fill that out. And make sure also it states right there that your records will be stored at your business building at all times. Here's that zoning verification that I talked about a little bit ago. Now, you need to call either your city hall or the county that your dealership is in, and you can usually ask for planning and zoning, and you will have to have this signed by somebody in your planning and zoning department. That's going to show the state of Minnesota that the building that you want to use for your Minnesota dealer's license is zoned to have a dealership. So get that taken care of. That's another doc we're going to be submitting. This is also your compliance for Minnesota workers' compensation if required. So if you're required to have Minnesota workers' compensation, you'll have to make sure that you do have that coverage, or if you're exempt, then you can fill that out on that form right there. So you definitely need to have that submitted with your application as well. This next form I want to show you here is what we call your demo plate application. So as you can see, the state is going to charge you not only for your Minnesota dealer's license, but you'll be charged for dealer plates, for all the dealer plates that you have. You always want to operate with the least number of dealer plates, okay, because that can actually keep your dealer insurance down. Your dealer insurance is going to be based on your experience. It's going to be based on your area of where you're located and the number of dealer plates. So you definitely want to operate with the least amount of dealer plates that you ever can. And one final thing is to either show that you have the property leased or possibly own it. Okay, so the state wants to make sure that you do have ownership rights or at least leasing rights to that building. So this is verification property form PS204 you're going to be submitting as well. And our final step is we're going to submit that dealer application to the state, and you can download that entire dealer application. It's dps.mn.gov. And I'm going to go over this real quickly with you here. You got to make sure that it is filled out completely. You don't ever want to leave any part of this form non-complete, I guess is what I would say. So most of us are going to be filling out that we're going to be a used motor vehicle dealer. So you have to put your dealership name there. Got to have that phone number. Down there at the bottom, you want to make sure that you have your insurance information, okay, because all dealers do have to have insurance. So get with your insurance agent to get your policy number there. You're also going to need to put each person's name on the license. You don't want to put your salesperson on license. You always want to put your most trusted business associates on this license. So when you're signing this, it does have to be notarized. And then you're going to put all this information in a big envelope, throw a couple stamps on it, and you're going to mail it to the Department of Public Safety Dealer Licensing Unit. That's 445 Minnesota Street. Suite 186, that's in St. Paul with a 55101 zip code. If you have any questions about the docs that you're going to be putting in that envelope, or any questions about compliance, give the dealer licensing unit a call. It's 651-201-7800. This is full-time staff for the state, and their full-time job is to ensure that you know how to run your dealership. Excuse me. Once you obtain your Minnesota dealer's license, you're going to have to make sure and display it prominently. And I always want to make sure also that you're aware that you have to maintain 100% compliance. So I've been in this business for many years, and if you take the additional steps necessary to ensure that you do have 100% compliance, then you are going to have a lot higher profits. So, and as I said before, I want to make sure that you are aware of how to download your free 134-page dealer training and profit manual. And we normally charge $19.95 for this manual. Since you watched the whole video, I really appreciate that. I'm going to show you how to download that for free. So you're just going to go to our official dealership website, and that's going to be dealertraining.org. You see it right there at the very top, dealertraining.org. Click on that blue Download Now button. And here you're going to see that coupon box. Well, you have to basically agree to terms and conditions. Here you're going to see that coupon box right here. And you just have to enter our official YouTube channel here. It's youtube.com/dealer training. Once again, that is youtube.com/dealer training. As soon as you hit that apply, you'll see that the $19.95 goes to zero, and then you'll be able to download that manual for free. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please view our other videos on the dealer training channel. If you found value in this video or the manual you download, I would like to ask you to please share this video. Please consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, and please consider hitting that notification bell. Thank you very much, and good luck with the operation of your dealership.